Am I the jerk for marrying for money and admitting I don't really love my husband? I, 28 female, have been married to my husband, 51 male, for 3 years. Before we met, my life was chaos, living paycheck to paycheck, struggling with student loans, and constantly anxious about the future. Then I met him at a charity event through work. He was charming, successful, confident, and clearly used to getting what he wanted. We started dating quickly. He spoiled me expensive dinners, trips, gifts, even paid off my student debt just because. I knew what it looked like, a young woman with an older rich man. But at the time, I told myself I did love him, or at least that I could grow to. When he proposed, I said yes. My friends were divided, half said I was being smart, the other half said I was selling out. But honestly, I was tired of struggling. I wanted security, stability, peace. He could offer all of that. Now, a few years in, I can admit it, I don't really love him. Not the way you're supposed to love your spouse. I respect him, I care about him, and I appreciate what he's done for me, but I don't feel anything deep anymore. Recently, during an argument, he accused me of using him. I got defensive and snapped. At least I was honest about what I wanted. You wanted a pretty wife to show off, and I wanted stability. We both got what we wanted. He looked genuinely hurt and hasn't spoken much to me since. My friends are split. Some say it was cruel, but truthful. Others think I'm heartless for saying it out loud. I'm not cheating, lying, or trying to hurt him. I just stopped pretending. We both knew what this marriage was when it started. But now that I've said it out loud, I can't tell if I crossed a moral line. Am I the jerk for marrying for money and admitting I don't really love my husband? My boyfriend's friends called me a butterface, and my boyfriend co-signed. I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years. I thought he was attracted to me, all of me. He's never called me ugly and always compliments me with or without makeup. Last night, he brought his friends over. I'm cool with them, but we're not that close, so usually when they do come over to play video games and smoke, I go upstairs. That night when I was walking past the room to the bathroom, I could hear my name. The door was closed, but I stopped to listen. I know eavesdropping is wrong. But come on, they said my name. I heard one of my boyfriend's friends say that they hate that I always leave when they come, because I wear shorts and tank top around the house, and usually dress more conservatively when I'm around them in social settings. He went on to say that I have a fat ass and nice boobs, but I'm a butterface without makeup. If you don't know, it's when a girl has a nice body but her face. And my boyfriend laughed. Loudly. He didn't even defend me. His reply, her body is perfect. What? They moved on to a different topic and started talking about other girls, so I gave up on listening and went back upstairs. I don't think I'm ugly, but I did cry. I'm ashamed to say my self-esteem took a hit, but it did. It hurt worse to know that my boyfriend laughed and didn't defend my looks. I won't lie and say I'm the best supermodel, but I'm not ugly. I have shoulder-length brown hair, clear skin, features are decent. Maybe my eyebrows could be less sparse and I wear glasses, but I would give myself a solid 6'10" without makeup and maybe a 8 with. Maybe I'm just delusional. I felt sick sleeping next to my boyfriend and wouldn't let him touch me. He's attracted to my body and not my face, and I hate myself low-key. I'm 22, he's 25. Update 2 days later. Last night I sat him down and I told him that I overheard his conversation with his friends and how what they said was really hurtful, and it stung worse that he didn't defend me and just laughed. At first he denied it ever happened, and I got upset and almost cried because I felt so frustrated. Then he admitted it and said it was just a dumb joke, and he forgot about it 5 minutes later. Then he said that his friends' opinions wouldn't matter so much to me if I didn't care about their thoughts on my physical appearance. I said I don't care what they think, it's the fact that they said it and you sat there and laughed. He said that he finds me attractive if that's what I want to hear so badly, and that if my friend said he was a butterface, he wouldn't care because he isn't attracted to them. And since I care, I must have some sort of attraction to his friends. I got up and said that we're done. How is he going to flip this on me and make it seem like I want to be with his friends because their comment upset me? His reaction is what upset me. He said that if I'm breaking up with him because his friends think I'm unattractive, then I'm doing him the biggest favor of his life. So we're over. I'm moving in with my sister in her spare guest room. I'm so heartbroken. His reaction wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I don't want to end things with him thinking I like his friends, but I guess it is what it is. I'm moving on. He doesn't care about me, and I wasted 2 years over him. It's whatever, I'm not interesting, isn't dating now, but there's more fish in the sea. Am I the jerk for taking a paternity test? My wife, 28 female, let's call her Amanda, and I, 28 male, had our first child 8 months ago. Everything was going smoothly up until a few weeks ago, and I'd say we transitioned into parenthood pretty well. I would never cheat on Amanda, and I was fairly confident that she wouldn't cheat on me either. Why I took the test a few weeks ago, I was helping my teenage brother study for a biology test. While he was doing practice questions, I decided to read a few paragraphs of his textbook. This is when I read that 2 people with B blood can't have an AB baby. My wife and I are both B+. Our daughter is AB. This seems obvious in hindsight, but I never really read into that before. After reading that paragraph, it was all I could think about. So Elle decided to take a paternity test. The test came back negative. I am not her father. I couldn't believe this. So yes, I did multiple tests. I couldn't believe my wife would do such a thing, and I had to confront her. I told her what happened and how I felt so betrayed. She got really angry and started crying and yelling, saying she never cheated on me. As much as I want to believe her, the evidence says otherwise. The conversation escalated, and she kicked me out of the house, saying that I should have trusted her, and that taking the test was a bad move. I have been staying at my brother's house for a week now, and I've only entered my house a few times to see my daughter. My whole world has collapsed within a few short days. I don't know what to do, and I'm starting to think my wife is right. So, am I the jerk for taking the test and ruining our marriage? Should I have just blindly trusted her? Am I the jerk for asking my future in-laws for money? My fiancé's parents are loaded. Old money loaded. They can afford what I'm asking, no problem. I make very good money at my job. I'm currently 27 and earn over $170,000 a year. Tim is a teacher. He doesn't make as much, but he has a trust fund, so he works sort of as public service. It's big in his family. Recently, I had a weird conversation with him and his folks. They think after the wedding I should quit working and be a stay-at-home mom. I thought they were joking and kind of laughed. They are perfectly serious. They think it's emasculating that I earn more than Tim. Over the course of my career, I will earn much more than him, but his trust fund is low 7 figures. He could afford to pay me what I earn yearly, but he can't due to the stipulations of his trust. His mom, on the other hand, has lots of interest built up in her trust. So I offered a solution I thought was fair. They set up an unrecoverable trust for me. They must contribute my gross earnings yearly with bumps for anticipated raises and promotions. The deposits would be for the next 35 years. That was, I'm a stay-at-home mom, Tim is the breadwinner, and I'm protected in the case of a divorce. They went nuts. Apparently, I'm ridiculous for thinking they will give me money. I offered a compromise. I sign a prenup where I'm entitled to half of Tim's trust fund in the case of divorce if I give up my career. Also not acceptable to them. I'm kind of at a loss. Do they honestly think I would give up my career with zero safety net? My mom says I'm being kind of rude, putting everything in such stark monetary terms. I think I'm being reasonable. What do you think? Am I the jerk for asking my future in-laws for money? Am I the jerk for not attending my girlfriend's aunt's funeral and breaking up with her within days of her aunt's funeral? I, 23 male, my girlfriend is 24 female, have been dating for almost 2 years. We had a good relationship. Her aunt died about 2 weeks ago. I was with my girlfriend when she died. They had an average but good aunt-niece relationship. Her funeral was last Saturday. My mother called me the Thursday before the funeral. My brother is autistic, and she just asked if I'd speak over the phone as he was going through a tough period. I could hear it in my brother and my mother that they needed help. So I decided to travel home and miss the funeral. I told my girlfriend, and she was really angry, but I said my family is struggling. When I went home, my mom looked wrecked and frazzled, and my brother, who does speak bits, was back to just making noises, and his hands were bloody from stimming. I took my brother camping for a few days. He loves it. It is kind of our thing. I've been taking him since I was 17. Our dad used to take us before he died. Gives our mother and sisters a break, too. He became much calmer, had healthier stimming, and started using his words again. When I brought him home, my mother said my girlfriend rang her twice angry that she asked me to come home. My mother never asked me to come. When I got back to my girlfriend, she showed how unhappy she was. I asked her how the funeral was, and she said if I cared, I'd have gone. I was walking on eggshells. Her friends came round one day, and my girlfriend told them how bad I was. Didn't mention the why, so I did. All but one sided with her. That one friend said, "Find me a man who looks out for his family." Later, that friend came up to me and asked how was I and my family, something my girlfriend hadn't asked. In that moment, I just thought, I'm done. I asked my girlfriend if we could speak privately afterwards. She said, "You can say it in front of my friends." I said, "I'm done with this." I packed a bag and left. So am I the jerk? Some say it was wrong not to attend the funeral and harsh to break up so soon after it. What do you think? Was I the jerk for not attending the funeral and breaking up with her? Am I the jerk for dating a white girl and making my sister furious about it? I, 28 male, am half black, half white. My mom's white, my dad's black. Growing up, I never felt like I belonged 100% on either side. Some people saw me as the black kid, others treated me like I was just some light-skinned dude who didn't get it. I learned to just be myself and not overthink it. Now I've been seeing someone 27 female for about 6 months. She's white. She treats me better than anyone I've dated before, and I'm genuinely happy for the first time in a while. She knows who I am, where I come from, and she's never made me feel weird about it. My sister 31 female, though, absolutely lost it when she found out. She told me I'm self-hating that I'm choosing whiteness, and that I'm turning my back on our people. She said it's gross that I'm dating someone who looks like mom, and that I don't understand what it means to be black. That last part hurt because I've always had to prove that I'm black enough. I didn't choose my parents or what I look like. I told her I don't care what color someone is, that I'm not trying to make any kind of statement by dating my girlfriend. I just love who I love. She said that's exactly the problem, that I'm ignoring history and playing into the same dynamics that oppress us. Now she won't invite me to family stuff if my girlfriend's coming, and when I show up alone, she's cold as hell to me. Dad told her to chill. Mom doesn't want to talk about it because she feels guilty just by existing in this situation, I think. And I'm stuck in the middle and feeling like my own sister is turning on me for something that shouldn't even matter. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong by dating someone who makes me happy, but now I'm wondering if I'm missing something bigger. Am I the jerk for dating a white woman and not making race a big deal? Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for daily Reddit stories. All rights belong to the original author. This video is for narration entertainment purposes only.